Okay, it's 3 o'clock. Becky, you want to call us to order, please?
Sure. Oops, the wrong meeting. Hold on a second. Tom Wilson,
Here.
Dean Friel,
Here.
Jack Scroxton, Mike Pearson,
Here.
Ryan Rod.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, public attendees, I don't think we have anybody sitting here. Public attendees, approval of minutes from the previous meeting. There are no changes or corrections to the minutes from the February 9th meeting. They will stand as written. Maintenance department report, facilities improvement. Eric, do you have a report for us this morning?
Yes, I sure do.
That's great. Let's hear it.
Starting off at Old Courts, the retaining wall rendering is, after we gone through everything, it's back in Mr. Brad's hands. I was hoping to see that last Thursday or so, but it's any day now again. So we're on number 3 for revision-ish.
What's taking so long, Eric?
We keep changing our minds on things, so.
Sorry. No, it's good.
You know, as a overall and a whole on the committee, I think we're all on the same page as far as I know. So yeah, hopefully we get this kind of pushed through and see some groundbreaking in August or whenever. So just on that note, we still have NICOR that we're kind of working with, and they want to see an actual print on what is going to happen. We do have, again, NICOR lines that are in the way on the northwest side, northwest corner. So we'll get through it. Other than that, the retaining wall, I really don't have anything to say about that. We've been dealing with some RTU issues again. That has been resolved here specifically. It was just some random control work. So I feel like this is just kind of an ongoing thing that I'm going to say that, yeah, we've been going through deals and failures and things like that, but it is literally what we do. As far as NCH, new courthouse, we replaced the transformer. ComEd replaced the transformer this past Saturday. So we were at 201 volts with the old transformer maxed out, and now we juiced it up to 215, 16, 17. So hopefully we're roughly around 208 when we get to the RTUs, and everything will be nice and smooth for the summer season. First floor health department flooring and paint, that project starts April 7th. We are project ready. So we are thinking it should be roughly a month and a half, 2-month project. So I know health department is excited. New court scanning is completed. So now that we have that building in, it's going to take quite a bit of time just to get everything noted and go through different layers as far as electrical and HVAC and plumbing and yada, yada, yada. So it's a good thing. And when we are complete, you know, the next crew that replaces us, they're going to have it a lot easier as far as documentation goes. Second floor receiving and expansion space, we just replaced all the lighting fixed, just the lighting ballast bypass lights to LED. That is complete. So I believe New Courts is 100% LED now. Public defender, we just had a remodel pop due to a grant that I wasn't aware of. So we currently have some contractors in there, and it's just a small remodel. There was an open space that was just filled with storage. We're just throwing some carpet in and finishing drywall, throwing in a drop ceiling, and it should be done, I would say, next week. Judge Ackert's courtroom, we are starting to plan a project there as far as her back wall. We're gonna beautify it with putting some wood paneling in and making it look kind of old school. Her jury wall is gonna be pushed out just because if you actually sit in the jury seating, your knees will kind of hit the wall, the backside of the wall. So we're gonna actually push that out about 6 inches. And while we're doing that, we'll throw in 4 TV monitors that are built in the wall that lift out of the wall. So anybody that has a hard time seeing the big screen, monitors will just be right there in front of you. Had some control troubleshooting on the new boilers that still exist. Overall, we have a pretty good grasp on what's going on with the new system, and it is about finished. I keep saying again and again, it seems like we're going through failures and tweaks and everything else, but it is about done.
And it's all part of warranty.
It is all part of warranty that will expire, overall in August. But as somebody throws in a new replacement part, then it will start again from that date forward a year from then. The generator, at New Courts, we just had a leak, sprung a leak in the radiator. So we're just kind of limping it by. It performed fine during our shutdown period. So it's just kind of on the horizon that we might need to start doing some maintenance on that. And the radiator it's probably going to be a quarter of what a new generator would cost. So just throwing that out there for next budget season or maybe the year after. Carpet extraction, that's going to be starting here soon. Here we're getting some snow maybe this weekend. So as soon as the snow stops and the salt is done for the year, that's when we're going to fire that off. Most likely at the end of April, potentially, or the end of March. LEC, so we had some control work in the jail side, or some controls in the jail side that were alarming, specifically the TVSS alarms. We did resolve those. Well, apparently we didn't resolve those because they are back on. So nothing to really worry about, but Accurate Controls will be on site at some point, and we'll go through PMs on that with them. ERV and RTU3 control issues resolved. We had a bad motor on the ERV that was replaced. Hartwig is here currently unloading softening equipment for the LEC, so we should be seeing that potentially finalized next week. I know they chopped a bunch of stuff out and thrown in some bypasses and things like that. So we're hoping to see that water upgrade dramatically. The hot water circ pump also failed while it was tripping about once every 2-3 days. So we went ahead and replaced that. FMD, so I'm currently in week number 3 on building operator certificate classes. So this is going to go through, I think, till June. So I should have a better knowledge of just kind of how to run and operate buildings more efficiently, and have a better vocabulary than maybe a 6th grader.
I don't know if that's possible.
The conference room, we did set up a conference room in there, so it is another war room. FMD and 911 retaining wall. We had 3 quotes come in, and we just need to get together and go ahead and pick our people to fire that off, but we are ready for that. And in our downtime, we've been upstairs just cleaning out the old jail. New work requests that are not on, they're under $2,500. One is a couple things for the LEC. It's just some random outlets, and 4th floor judges area. They want a bunch of pictures hung, so nothing crazy as far as work requests go. It's been kind of light as far as that goes anyways, but yeah, I think that's all I got for you.
And then just one thing on the, with Allied, when we did the upgrade to the air conditioning system over there, just remember we replaced all the nuts and bolts. We didn't replace all the fine. We paid for a Chevy Malibu, not a Cadillac. And Eric and his group have been instrumental in getting, there's a lot of stuff that's gone wrong. And it's one thing can be fixed, and then it leads to 4 other things that need to be looked at. So it's been a struggle, and Eric and his guys are going through daily fighting this. But Doug from Allied, you know, when we used Allied, the one thing that we were blessed with was a 2-year warranty. Normally on your contracts in the state of Illinois and pretty much just anywhere surrounding, it's a 1-year workmanship and 1 year on materials. And we actually got a year, another year of an insurance basically from them to help us with this stuff. So when Eric's saying we got till August, August is when our 2nd year will be up. But there's some things we're working through right now with them, and things are getting rectified, and hopefully by sometime very soon, everything will be up and running where these guys are happy with it. Because they spend a lot of time and effort going through making sure things work every day. So it's a big deal, and it's worked out good. So anybody have any questions for Eric? No?
Did you say you're starting to work on the upstairs of the jail?
Yeah.
Are you taking out the,
Just doing some general removal of stuff, just
you're not taking out the cells or anything yet?
Nope, not currently.
Just wonder.
yeah, there's just a lot. If you over there, there's just so much just leftover garbage and just stuff. But yeah, they're doing a real good job. But anybody got any else for Eric? No? Request for work orders, request submitted for discussion, none. Request for final budget numbers, none. Request ready for approval, none. So we'll go on to our building official report. Joe, would you like to share something with the?
Thank you.
Committee.
Yeah, this February was like you may expect, it was a little bit
Please
slower
mute
month.
all
We had,
phones.
11 permits for the total valuation of $978,955 and a permit fees of $3,144.10. The Title IX building regulations have been completed, and they were passed by the Plan Commission at the March 2nd meeting. And then we'll be moving forward to be heard by the county board at your next meeting.
Next Thursday.
So got that all tucked away, hopefully. We had a Township Plan Commission meeting last night regarding the Magnuson rezoning application from commercial to R4 residential, so it can be converted into apartments. That was approved by the Plan Commission of Palmyra Township and will now be heard by the Township Board this evening. On the 25th of this month, it will go to our zoning hearing officer. And at which time after that, it will then come to the county board for your April meeting.
So with that being said, what does that do for multi-tenant? Do they have to go in and do a bunch of rework for electrical and all that kind of stuff? I mean, so that's a big deal for you then, as far as inspections and what have you?
I mean, the inspections won't be drastic or, overwhelming by any stretch of the imagination. But what it does is because it's moving from a commercial zoning designation as a hotel. Now it will become residential R4, which is multifamily. That's going to cause what we would call a change of use. So that will trigger upgrades having to be done to the building,
Kitchens and stuff. like that.
everything. It's gonna be apartments, it's life safety, sprinklers, smoked carbons, the whole shooting match, the whole thing will be updated to the existing codes that we have in place for the 2021 IBC.
How many units are out there?
They were talking that Kevin 70 total units.
Wow, that's great.
And the majority of them are gonna be one-bedroom studios, apartments. There's gonna be some two-bedroom, and then only 5 3-bedroom.
Hmm.
So and this is not, one of the fears with many of the neighbors is that it's gonna be low-income housing, and that's not the case. It will be affordable housing, but there's a clear difference, low income being
HUD and,
HUD or
Yeah.
IDA
Mhm.
supported. This doesn't meet the qualifications for any of that.
they'll all be private.
It'll be privately owned,
Mhm.
privately run, managed.
Is that property already subdivided from the Brandywine to all that? It's already all subdivided?
It's a separate subdivision period.
It is.
It's a different, it's called the Brandywine Commercial
Oh,
Subdivision.
good.
So whereas the Brandywine area there, or the Castellan, has covenants and restrictions, there weren't any covenants and restrictions set in place for the commercially zoned subdivision that's there.
Okay.
The people that acquired the former Magnuson Hotel also purchased recently the former Brandywine itself.
Hmm.
And that was in an effort to help alleviate some of the parking issues that may arise from, a potential maximum capacity of the
Well, good.
apartments once they're completed. So, but other than that, I think that's about all we got going on.
Once we pass the new building codes,
Mhm.
that will apply to this.
Yes, it will.
So have they already bought the property or they're just in the process?
No, they've already acquired the property.
Okay,
So
that's not gonna have a difference?
no,
that-
they were under the understanding that by the time they pulled the permits, we would have the new codes in place. So anything that their architect is working on, he's using the 21 code cycles.
Okay,
How's that working with, when we do adapt these new codes? Is there a grace period or is there we're going to go back? I mean, how's it start with?
It'll be once they become codified, then it will move
From
forward.
that day forward?
That day forward, we'll be under that code cycle. And truth be told, there's not a great deal of difference
No,
between
no.
the two code cycles.
Right.
And most of the time it would not come into play. But the state mandates that you only have a code cycle valid for 9 years.
Right.
And then it must be upgraded to the next one, so. Yep.
Okay, does anybody have anything else for Joe? Dean? Well, unfinished business, there are no items under unfinished business. I guess the one thing I was gonna ask Eric is, if Nicor said that we've got an issue out there, are we gonna locate that anytime soon so we know where we're at with that, so we can locate heights and all that kind of stuff and see what we can do for elevations? So we're, A, so we don't have to move it, or B, do we landscape around that?
It's been located, and the last locator that came out said that it was roughly 3 feet below current grade.
Okay.
So
Well,
it
we
is
should-
gonna be in the way.
We should probably dig it up and find out where it's at. So
Yeah, somebody's,
I've seen 3 feet be 5 feet.
it just doesn't make sense on how,
Yeah, how's it
It-
came in the sidewalk and went up.
right.
So, I mean, I think we should get something in here, or, maybe ask someone to
Just
come,
to-
just to do it, just to see where it starts, where it stops, and maybe in the intermittent where they say it's at, just find out what it is for height.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just for the heck of it. And it just goes from Second over to Galena.
Yep.
Just that corner, just
Yep.
around the corner.
Yep.
It's weird.
Kind of goes right behind the pine trees and
Really?
to the south. And
And we've got nothing over on this side. Well, I mean, the gas comes in over here, but
we don't have anything to worry about on that side except for on Ottawa, kind of right where the sidewalk is, there is a fiber line that runs kind of right next to that sidewalk.
Into our building?
Yeah.
Fiber does?
So
Okay.
it's a possibility that that might need.
Yeah,
to
we
be
can have
relocated.
them pothole everything so we know where everything's at before we start.
Right.
We can just make sure everything's located and water comes in from Third.
Yes.
All right, thank you. So we don't have any unfinished business. We don't have any new business. There's no request for an executive session. I need a motion to adjourn the meeting. Mr. Frail, Mr. Pearson, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, ayes have